There are certain women who walk into a room and something about them just pulls your attention. It's not just about their body, it's their energy, how they carry themselves, and how put together they are without it feeling forced. And what's interesting is a lot of that is actually backed by science. And not in a complicated way, by the way. It's very small physical and psychological shifts that you can make that change how you look, how you feel, and how other people perceive you. So instead of getting down on yourself or thinking that it's just not something that you were born with or genetically have, know that it is something that you can change. And today I am going to break down 12 science-backed ways to get hotter. Yes, physically, but also in a way that will definitely get people to notice you. So let's get into it. I want to start with an easy one. Before anything physical even changes, the very first thing that you can start working on right now is your posture. Posture alone can instantly make you feel more attractive and also more confident. There is research showing that upright posture is associated to confidence and competence, and it even feeds back into how you feel mentally. So if you are sitting watching this video right now, check in. There's a few things that we're gonna check in with. Check your shoulders. Are you rounded forward? So if you see me from the side, there's a big difference from this to this. By making this small little change instantly, I am more confident, I am more of an authority, I hold more power, more confidence inwards and also outwards. So this is the number one thing. Even when I see people like sitting rounded, I literally, even if they're a stranger, like I'll be like, you know, sit up, lift the shoulders. It is a quick little instant change that makes all the difference. Another thing, body language, arms crossed. If this is how you sit at dinner or you're at an event and your arms are crossed, this signals that you don't want to talk to anyone. This is giving very much closed off energy, and it has a lot also to do with posture because it emphasizes this rounding forward. So that is one little posture tip and trick alone that can change everything. Think about there being a string at the top of your head and pulling it up, chest proud, shoulders back. That is the way we should be moving through this world. When your shoulders are back, your core is engaged, your entire presence shifts. Your waist looks tighter, your chest is more open, and you take up space differently. This is one of the fastest upgrades that you can make instantly without literally changing your body. It's just a quick little posture reset, and it makes the world of a difference. Looking hotter physically is not just about being smaller, it's about having actual shape. And how do we get shape? We get it through muscle. How do we get muscle? We get it through strength training. Muscle is so important because it lifts, it tightens, and it gives your body structure in a way that cardio never will. Like cardio is great obviously for the heart. I love walking. Recently I've started adding in sprints to my weekly routine, but that isn't going to make us strong and lean and sculpted. But beyond aesthetics, there's something psychologically happening when we are getting stronger and focusing on our strength training. You move differently, you feel more capable because literally you are stronger, and that confidence really shines through in how you carry yourself. So when you are incorporating strength training, it's not just about how your body changes, it's about how your body starts showing up in your real life. What you're wearing day to day plays a much bigger role in all of this than most people think. And that is why today's video is sponsored by Halara. It fits into this topic so perfectly because it relates back to this little scientific theory called enclothed cognition, which basically means in simplified terms, what you are wearing every single day impacts how you look, how you feel, and how you carry yourself. When I feel put together, I'm way more likely to follow my routine, get my workout in, show up to meetings with a different energy, and overall I just carry myself differently throughout the day versus maybe staying in my pajamas because I'm working from home, or just, not making these little efforts to get properly dressed and look good, it makes a big difference. And that is exactly why I have been loving all of my new pieces from Halara. As you can see, everything is so comfortable and so flattering. I am so picky, especially when it comes to activewear. I'm very specific with the clothes that I choose to put on my body, and every single piece that I ordered is not only like beautifully designed, the fabric is premium, soft, comfortable, but still structured enough to hold you in without feeling restrictive, so that breathability component is there. And don't worry, I already tested this because I know so many people, especially again with active, this is very important. None of their pieces are see-through. So when I'm doing squats, deadlifts, whatever the movement may be, they got you covered, literally. The waistbands are also very supportive without digging in. That's another really big one with active. We don't want to feel like we're being compressed or we're seeing like weird lines because the waistband is too tight. The pockets are actually very functional, so you can fit everything in there, from your phone to your keys, whatever you need while you are walking or running your errands. What I love most is how versatile everything is. So of course you can wear it to work out, it is activewear after all, but also then style it for everyday life and still feel put together. In terms of sizing, again, which is why I really love their brand ethos, they have a really wide size range from extra small to 4X, so everyone can fit into their pieces. And lastly, most importantly, price point. They deliver top quality pieces at very fair pricing. Halara items are designed with everyone in mind, ensuring that they are affordable, yet without sacrificing quality or style. My personal favorite collection from Halara is the Ultra Sculpt collection. So if you've never bought anything from them before, I would suggest starting there. They gave me a discount code Kelsey35 for 15% off your order. I'm going to link all of the pieces that I tried on for you today in the description, and let me know in the comments what pieces you love the most and what ones from the website, if you go check it out, you want me to try on next time. There's a reason why some people feel magnetic even if they are not saying anything, and that is because eye contact and facial expression play a huge role in perceived attractiveness. Studies show that people who maintain natural eye contact and have soft, positive, relaxed facial expressions are seen as more confident and more appealing. And this isn't about forcing a smile, it's about being present. Instead of constantly being on your phone when you're out and about or when you're with people, you are putting the phone down, actually being there, actually engaging in conversation, looking eye to eye with people. Soft eye contact, relaxed face, it makes all of the difference, especially if you're like have a little crush or you're trying to get a man or a woman, whatever it may be. Having that direct eye contact, you are going to appear so much hotter and you are going to attract whoever you're trying to attract. Walking is often talked about for fat loss, especially here on my channel, but it also impacts your mood, your posture, and just your overall presence. It increases circulation, it helps with bloating, it helps with digestion after a meal. But most importantly, and why I love walking so much, is because it supports a very relaxed nervous system, which, as we know, directly affects how we carry ourselves. If we are in fight or flight, if our nervous system is heightened all of the time, we are not going to show up for other people or for ourselves as our best selves. So walking is one of the ways that we can truly relax and release and get back to that calm state. You move better, you stand taller, and you feel less inflamed, which major key. So no, it's not always about how many calories are we burning or how much fat are we dropping. It's about how you feel in your skin. Let's start prioritizing that. Next, I want to talk more specifically about how your nervous system affects your attractiveness. This is something that honestly most people don't talk about enough. We talk about lots about nervous system regulation, but we don't relate it back to how that actually makes us look and feel. If your body is constantly in a rushed or a stressed state, weight, it shows. It shows in your energy, it shows on your face, it shows in, again, in your bloating and your inflammation. When I am stressed, that is when I am most bloated. I am not most bloated after like a really big meal. I am most bloated when I am stressed out. But when your nervous system is more regulated, you can take on more stressors and actually have the capacity for all of it. You're able to regulate through it. When your nervous system is more regulated, you move slower, your expressions soften, and your body language just becomes more open. I think that is one of my superpowers. I am really good, and if you're a Shape member, you know, because my energy comes across in all of my videos, and it's something that is commented on all the time. I just have a very calming presence, but that is because I've done so much work on dealing with stress, on managing stress, and regulating my nervous system. And that reads as calm, confident, grounded, which is, if I do say so myself, incredibly attractive. Clear, hydrated skin is one of the most consistent markers of perceived attractiveness. And that doesn't mean you need to have perfect, flawless skin with no imperfections. That is not realistic. But things like sleep, hydration, and reducing inflammation all play a role in how your skin looks, also regulating your hormones. We know that if our hormones are not regulated, it is more likely than not, it's going to show up on our skin. The things that we can do in the immediate, in our day-to-day, again, making sure we're drinking about 3 liters of water, making sure we're getting about 8 hours of sleep every single night, regulating the nervous system, calming the body, focusing on eating whole foods, all of these things will contribute to your skin, and your skin is the very first thing that people see when you meet them. So we wanna make sure that we are putting in an effort towards habits that are going to contribute to healthy, glowing skin. I also recently shared my morning skincare routine, and make sure to come back to that video. You can find it here after you watch the rest. Your deep core acts like a corset. So when it is tight, when it is pulled in, when we are properly activating it, your waist looks tighter, your posture improves, and your entire body looks more aligned. And this is why Pilates style core work is so important. So we already talked about our strength training and why we need to build muscle and how that relates to perceived hotness, but working in that Pilates, that deep core, strengthening the abs, it is so effective. We get that really great combo on my app Shape. I program 3 strength training sessions every single week, along with 2 Pilates and mobility. We really focus on strengthening the deep core. And it's not actually about doing more reps or doing more workouts. It's just about properly engaging the right muscles. And once you build that, it shows in how you stand, walk, and move. This sounds obvious, but there is actual research behind grooming and hotness. So if you think about it, if you see someone and their hair is in a mess and they have mascara down their face and they just don't look together, you do not equate that to attractiveness. Actually, it is the opposite. It's probably a little bit unattractive because you see right away that they are not taking care of themselves. Healthy hair, simple grooming habits, looking taken care of, signal both health and effort, which are both subconsciously related to perceived attractiveness. It's definitely not about over being done. You do not need to be doing the most. I am the biggest advocate for keeping things very simple and clean, but it's more so about looking intentional and, you know, just zhuzhing a little bit. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever met someone, maybe you gave them a hug for the very first time, and right away you smelt their scent? Whether it's just like cleanliness, maybe it's their hair, maybe it's something that they sprayed on themselves, and you meet them again, you smell that scent again, and then you start associating them with that scent, which is a positive trigger in your mind, and it's something that you never forget. It's because studies have shown scent is tied to memory and attraction. And no, I am not telling you to go out there and spray on all this synthetic fragrance that is harmful for your body. There are lots of natural perfumes. I will make sure to link some in the description, or just making sure when you're showering, do a really good job at taking a clean body wash and washing your full body. Like, this sounds weird, but my boyfriend is oddly good at taking showers, and he'll come into the bed after he'll shower in the evening, and he just smells so good because he did such a great job showering. I know that sounds weird, but there is an art form to it. It's one of those small details that make a very disproportionate difference. The women who look effortlessly put together, they are not doing extremes, they are just very consistent. And I would put myself in that realm. I am not doing anything crazy. I am not a glam girl. I am just focusing on the right habits, all of the ones that I've just talked about, and I am doing them consistently. Am I necessarily put together every single day when I am working from home? No, absolutely not. Or on the weekends after wearing makeup from working all week, do I wanna take like a makeup-free day on Saturday? Yes, does that maybe make me look a little bit less put together? I mean, depending on who you ask, but I'm getting dressed, I'm doing my hair, I am making an effort to make eye contact, putting my phone down when I am in the presence of other people. It's just about consistency with the habits. So if all of this feels really overwhelming, I always love to say, just pick a few things that you wanna start focusing on, get really good at them, and then you can start implementing more. But that consistency shows up in your body, your energy, and your overall presence. The last thing that I want to talk about with you today is confidence. And confidence is not built overnight, and it's also not something that you just wake up with one day. However, it is built through repetition and keeping promises with yourself. When you start showing up consistently, which we just talked about, following through on your habits, and feeling stronger in your body, that confidence shows up naturally. I will tell you, out of everything alone, even if you are currently not working out and you start focusing on strength training and Pilates, you will feel so good and so energized and so strong in your body that you will start showing up in a more confident way. And when you have this overall improved presence, that is the thing that people pick up on when you walk into a room. So in the end, getting hotter is not about doing everything. It's about understanding what actually makes a difference and being consistent with it. Yes, physically, but also in how you show up and how you carry yourself and how you feel in your body. So if this was helpful, if you loved this video, let me know below maybe one or two things that you are going to start working on to feel like you are showing up as your hottest self every single day. If you also have other tips for the community, please, we always love to hear. As always, thank you so much for being here. Again, my Halara code also will be in the caption. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was super helpful, and I will see all of you next time. Make sure to check out my latest video here.